Good manners are an important part of your social life and your overall health and well-being. Manners provide a set of guidelines for behavior in various social settings to show people that you are polite, respectful, and courteous. Having good manners can help you to get along with family, friends, and even strangers, and can also reduce stress and anxiety in new social settings. It is important to note that manners can be different from generation to generation, place to place, and from one culture to another. Sometimes two families in the same community can even have different ideas about manners. What may be considered polite in one time and place might not be polite in another. Especially if you are traveling, it is important to be familiar with the customs and proper conduct of the place you are visiting. Familiarizing yourself ahead of time can help you feel prepared and comfortable in new settings. That being said, let's look at a few of the guidelines for good manners in the culture of the United States. Though they might not always translate internationally, these basic rules of conduct can help you interact pleasantly with others in a number of situations. Let's begin with manners during conversation. When holding a conversation with another person, it is important to begin with a friendly greeting. Good morning, excuse me, or how are you might be appropriate. Do not use profanity or curse words in conversation. Most people find that very rude. Follow any requests you make by saying please. Don't forget to say thank you if someone is kind enough to help you or gives you something. It is also important not to interrupt when someone is speaking. Allow them to finish their thoughts before you add your own ideas to the conversation. Making eye contact and even nodding will let someone know that they have your full attention while they are speaking. Letting a person know that you value what they have to say will make them more likely to pay attention to your perspective. When parting ways, a few kind words can go a long way. It was nice talking with you, or take care are some polite ways to end a conversation. As important as manners during conversation are table manners. If you are dining in a restaurant or as a guest in someone's home, it is important to dress appropriately. Take into consideration the location and time of day. Evening events tend to be more formal and require nicer attire. Generally speaking, hats should not be worn at the table, and probably not indoors at all. For gentlemen, casual sleeveless shirts are not acceptable. Ladies should not wear clothing that is too revealing. When you first sit down at the table, it is polite to place your napkin over your lap. In addition to being polite, the napkin can help to protect you from embarrassing spills or stains on your clothes. Good posture is an excellent way to make a good impression. Sit up straight, allowing the chair to support your back. Do not lean forward with your elbows on the table or tip your chair back. It is okay to place a forearm on the edge of the table. Silence cell phones or pagers during mealtime. Do not text, talk on the phone, or play on your phone during mealtimes. If there is an emergency, excuse yourself from the table before taking a call. When eating, wait for the host or hostess to take the first bite. If they customarily say grace before eating, you won't be embarrassed by having a fork or food in your mouth. Also, wait until everyone has been served to begin eating. When cutting food, keep your elbows comfortably near your sides to avoid bumping others. Do not slurp or blow on hot foods. Chew with your mouth closed and do not talk with food in your mouth. When you do speak, be sure to use the manners for conversation discussed earlier. Avoid rude conversations or talking about things that might be considered gross. Use a napkin to wipe your mouth and not your hands or sleeve. If it is necessary to leave the table, for example to blow your nose or to use the restroom, excuse yourself from the table by saying, "Please excuse me." It is also necessary to say "excuse me" if you accidentally cough, sneeze, or burp at the table. Be sure to cover your mouth and nose with your napkin if any of these things happen. Do not reach across the table for something, but rather ask for it to be passed to you. Don't forget the rules for polite conversation and say please and thank you. When you are finished eating, do not shove your plate away from you. Place your utensils on the plate and wait for others to finish their meal. Do not pick your teeth at the table. If you are a guest at someone's house, it would be courteous to offer to help clear the dishes. There is a special set of manners when you are a guest in someone's home as well. Be prompt in your arrival at the agreed-upon time. Arriving early could be an inconvenience to your host. Especially if you are invited for a meal or an extended stay, it is nice to bring a small gift for the host or hostess. It could be a bouquet of flowers, a homemade baked good, or a small trinket like a scented candle. This gesture can go a long way in making the host or hostess feel appreciated. After the meal or party, be sure to leave at an appropriate time so as not to overstay your welcome. Follow up with a thank you card or at least a phone call to express your gratitude. When acting as a host or hostess, try to make your guests feel welcomed and comfortable. When they arrive, offer them something to drink. Try to anticipate their needs and check in on them, asking if there is anything you can get for them. It may seem overwhelming to hear all these guidelines at once. You might find yourself thinking, gee, there are manners for everything. Try not to be overwhelmed. Practice good manners at home, and they will soon become second nature to you. Rather than trying to memorize every single little rule and custom, just be courteous to others and treat them as you would like to be treated. If you live by the golden rule, chances are you will come across as being polite and well-mannered.